You never expect to hear the words, "You have cancer," and you definitely don't expect to hear them when you're already a single mom, doing everything you can to hold it all together. But that was my reality. I'm a Black single mom living with multiple myeloma and incurable blood cancer. My story is one of resilience, strength, and survival against all odds. I've faced battles that felt impossible, moments that nearly broke me, and days where I wondered if I'd have enough time to see my child grow up. But I'm still here, and today I'm sharing my journey not because it was easy, but because I know someone out there needs to hear this. If you've ever felt like life was testing you beyond your limits, if you've ever felt like giving up, this is for you. When I first heard the words multiple myeloma, I had no idea what it even meant. Then the reality hit me. A cancer that attacks the plasma cells in my bone marrow. A cancer that weakens the bones, damages the immune system, and never really goes away. I wasn't just thinking about myself, I was thinking about my child. How do I prepare them for this? How do I show up for them when I feel like my body is turning against me? The fear was overwhelming. This wasn't just a temporary illness with a cure at the end, this was a lifelong fight. And then came the financial stress, medical bills piling up while I was already struggling to keep food on the table. Being a single mom is hard enough. Add cancer to the mix, and it felt impossible. The physical battle? That was another story. Myeloma doesn't just make you sick, it makes you weak. Bone pain, exhaustion, nerve damage, side effects from chemo, and endless fatigue. Some days I could barely stand. Some days I felt like I was failing as a mother because I physically couldn't do everything I used to, and then came the guilt. I wanted to be the strong, capable mom I had always been. But multiple myeloma forced me to face a truth I wasn't ready for. I needed help, and asking for help. That was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But even in my weakest moments, I knew one thing. I had to fight, not just for me, but for my child. So I did. I went through chemo. I endured bone marrow biopsies. I sat through infusion after infusion, balancing treatments with the reality of motherhood. Some days I couldn't get out of bed, but I still had to find the energy to be present for my child. It was brutal. It was exhausting. But every single day I reminded myself I am not giving up. And then, after what felt like an eternity, the moment I had been fighting for finally arrived. The day my doctor told me, "You're in remission." I don't even have the words to describe what that moment felt like. Relief, gratitude, pure, overwhelming emotion. But with multiple myeloma, remission isn't the end of the fight. It's a pause, a moment to breathe, a moment to live. Because the reality is, this cancer doesn't just disappear. I still take maintenance meds. I still deal with side effects. I still go in for monthly infusions to keep it from coming back. But you know what? I'm still here, and as long as I have time, I will make the most of it. And through this journey, I've learned something powerful. I am not alone. There are so many moms out there fighting their own battles, whether it's cancer, single motherhood, financial struggles, or just the weight of everyday life. And to those moms, I want to say this: you are strong, you are capable, you are enough. You may not feel like it right now, but trust me, you are, and I want to hear from you. Have you ever faced something that made you question if you'd make it through? Drop a comment below and share your story. Let's support each other because none of us should have to do this alone. And if this message resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because I'm just getting started and we have so much more to talk about. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And most of all, thank you for showing up for yourself and your family today. I'll see you in the next one.